Welcome to the Modern Sports Show, home of your modern sports takes. Man, today we got a very special guest. Very similar to the interview that we did with Eric on the two-part installment last week. But this is like a little cousin to me. We got Adrian Griffin on the show, man. Hey, AKA Griff, BKA Makai. So, hey man, this dude very funny, very expressive personality. So I know for a fact this is gonna be a good one, man. So just out the gates, right? Out the gates, I always like to do an icebreaker question with my guests. So my icebreaker question for you is, what three items would you bring on a deserted island?
Phone.
Okay.
Um, gotta say gun or either knife.
Okay.
Um, and then we gotta go, and we gotta bring on the deserted island.
Yeah, deserted
Oh,
island.
food and resources. Gotta be at least food and resources. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Uh, so you in a so it's a deserted island. So like how would you what would you do with the phone?
Oh, automatically call some. It's a deserted island. It's
Yeah, you ain't got
no
nobody, no
service.
service. So
Can I take the phone back?
yeah. So you got a
Can I take
gun.
two things back?
Yeah. Food was smart if it's like unlimited
All
supply.
right, food. Then deserted island. I almost definitely go. We'll go like flare gun,
Okay.
and then we'll go like a
Flare
raft.
gun. That's
We'll go
smart.
we'll
Yeah,
go a
yeah.
raft. Now I'm thinking, I was like,
Okay.
we don't got no
Okay.
service on the island.
Nah, that's smart. I like that. Flare gun, raft. Okay. Yeah, you got a good chance to survive. But man, so just getting on the football things, man, on the football talk. In when I went back and did my research, I'm like, dang, Griff had these offers. Like I knew, you know what I'm saying, you
Right.
was competitive, you was a good ball player. But I was like, Griff had these.
Yeah.
And so let's just read off some of them. So some of your most notable offers is UAB, Maryland, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisville, just to name a few, Mississippi State and Georgia Tech. Something else that I thought was kind of interesting too, though, and maybe you might be able to give me a little backstory on it. But like I noticed you and Kobe got y'all Maryland offer around the same time in 2020.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
can you give me a little background info on that and how that went with that being your
Uh
first offer?
that it was crazy. I think this was Coach Chandler was like he was telling me, he was like, yeah, you like made a name for yourself like at being a ninth grader, because like it was like you going against the best. So like it's like you know what I'm saying, you
Yeah.
almost there, like we see the potential. So I mean, one day I'm just working out with Coach Grind Lab, Coach
Laster, Dale
Flacco
Laster.
Lasser, yeah, he'll Lasser.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And then Coach Chandler, he called me, he like, man, you got off by Marion. It was like, ain't gonna lie, it was an experience. It
Yeah.
was like, man, that's like a great experience. But I was
Yeah.
like, I ain't gonna lie, I think I was like, I wasn't happy with it. I was like, I wasn't complacent. I just wanted to work again, like work more though, like during the
Mm.
season, you know what I'm saying? But I will say though, like when I started getting offers, I did get complacent though. I most definitely did. Like
Okay.
it make you get in the
uh,
complacent state, like
yeah.
thinking that you know what I'm saying, like those stars still get to your head low key a little
Right.
bit. So I will say that,
And so, like, with that being said, just going in that direction, how were you able to like? Because that's something that I think a lot of people, especially a lot of fans, don't really take into account for young kids. Because a young kid, he get to school and then he don't become what people thought he was gonna be, and it's because I say, just me talking with some of my people, I'll be like, bro, there was you take this kid, he been getting offers and stars since he was 14, 15, bro, by the time he get to college, he got that sense of entitlement. So
yeah.
it's like I don't need to work 'cause I'm him.
That's real for
So
real.
like, how would you say? You know, I know you say you went through a period where that was a thing. How did you kind of get over that? You know.
Woke me up. You should know. First day of Coach O.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
tell
that's your
everybody this
boy.
story.
Okay, you good?
I
You
tell
good?
I tell everybody this story, man. First day of Coach O, like if you not a dog, I would not say go to Coach O. If you not ready
Yeah.
to work and compete and like bring the best version of yourself, don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
But first day, I'm thinking it's the warm ups, man. I'm like, yeah, man, it's easy.
Uh
Them boys say it's this the warm up.
huh.
I'm like,
Hey,
what? I'm like, nah. I'm like,
hey.
yeah, I'm playing like for 30 minutes. I'm like,
Oh,
nah, nah.
heck, nuts.
Man, we get to the first bit, it's like two cones. You
Okay.
gotta run around like you looping around,
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
going through it, trying
yeah.
to get your hips around.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm like, I started to feel it. It's hot that day. The turf, I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do it. So then I ain't gonna lie, I just give up mentally. I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, that's weak. I ain't gonna lie, Coach Ellie, one of my coaches, he cussed me out here like, no, you gotta do better. So from that spin right there, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I say I want to go D1, but that was really a D1 workout right there. And ever since then, I started looking at it, I was like, okay, this will take to go D1, you gotta work harder to get there more. So yeah. And then I had mentors like you around here, like, man, when you get to college, bro, it ain't like how you think it is. So it always used to like linger in the back of my mind, like, okay, if I don't work hard enough, I'm gonna get exposed out there for real.
Yeah, and that's crazy too, because now, like, I know in college, in that over preparation, me and Eric, that was something we hit on in his interview, but just that over preparation, like, I'm gonna put you through, because you wouldn't be there. Like in college, you're not doing no cone drills.
Yeah,
like,
for
but
real.
It's like, I'm gonna make you, Coach O, like, I'm gonna make you do this, so that way when you get to school, those things that the other people in your in your position group don't have, you got that. You can move. So that's interesting. You know what I mean? I think MDF is definitely awakening for a lot of athletes, a lot of young athletes. And with that being said, too, like, how did you take what was that, aside from it being an awakening, but you being around and having to expose to other Division I athletes and also NFL athletes?
Oh yeah, it was. I ain't gonna lie. Like, first time I remember Michael Jackson, ball dude. He played for the New England Patriots.
Yeah,
man, he told me, it was like, man, it don't matter how many offers you got, if you can't literally push yourself to make it through a workout, and like you was off there, everybody is off out here, but if you can't do that, you ain't gonna be good at ball. I looked at it, I was like, man, these guys already at where I'm at. Like, I'm not just obtaining knowledge from them and like try to like follow them as much as I can. So after that, I looked at it, I was like, I just gotta do better, man. Just step up my game and perfect my craft. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's go back a little bit, right? Let's take it back a little bit to Griff's upbringing, right? Where are you from in the Birmingham area?
Fairfield, for sure. Fairfield,
Alabama. Okay. Yeah. And how do you feel like your upbringing kind of molded and helped cultivate who you are today?
My upbringing, I would say, like, my upbringing was definitely, like, it was rough. I'll give it that. It was rough at its times, but like, it made me to who I am, because like everything I done been through in my life, like it made me who I am, like, to build that character and be like a level-headed dude and calm and like understand, like, the world just don't revolve around me. Like, there's other things going on besides you, so like you gotta keep going. If you don't keep going, it's gonna be over with. Like, you're gonna get past in the world.
For sure. Yeah. I was talking to Moreland earlier today, just trying to, gain some insight, trying to get some information. And he was just like, man, he said, Griff is a 50, 60-year-old dude trapped in a teenager's body. Literally. What you got to say about that?
No, that's real. Like, I'm raised by grandparents, so like anything like hang around my grandma. I hang around my grandma most of the time. So anything like that, like we listen 9 days, 7 jams. We going on errand runs. I'm learning about how like to do taxes, pay bills, like all that. So I'm with her the whole time.
Yeah,
for sure.
I definitely feel that. I was raised a lot. Like, my grandparents, they did a lot for me in bringing me up. And so I definitely can relate to just having that old soul.
That's real, man.
So how was, when did you get started playing football, and what was the first team you played for?
8 years old, midfield Saints, and I remember this day. I remember vividly. This how I found out if I want to play football. So my little league coach at the time, like, he was like, I'm just getting a meal. So they working out. Me and my brother working out. Like, my brother finna play football, I'm finna play football. So we go out there and it's rain. I'm like, nah, they ain't finna have me work out in the rain, right? I said, it's no way. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna play football in the rain. No, like, literally the first drill I swear in my life, bro. The coach had like the little bag. So he like, we're gonna see how tough you is. I'm thinking nothing else. He's like, just run to the bag, hit it full speed.
Okay.
First bag, boom, my feet went a little there. I looked around, everybody looked at me. They said, you better get up. Bro, for an hour, this man was literally hitting me with the bag. Like, they wanted to see, like, when I was playing. I ain't gonna lie, eventually I was like, bro, I'm not finna just keep getting hit. I just walked over there, like, it went like an hour and 30 minutes went by. I just looked at him. I was like, bro, I said, I'm not finna keep letting this happen. Walked away. And then it was like, we got something else. So I ain't gonna lie, since then, like, it was like just toughness every day. Like, that's all they worked on with me, just trying to be mentally tough.
Right.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, some days it had a day. Like, I ain't gonna lie, working on mental toughness, like, you gonna have your days where, like, you gonna be out of it, but like, it's just like when you learn how to like get over it and just like shut your mind off and work. That's the best part about it. Like, for real, learning.
No doubt. Like finding that zone as an athlete, like you in that zone, it's nothing like that. And I definitely agree. And so just walk me through that though. Like we played Little League for the
Literally,
Midfield Saints.
literally
Okay.
midfield Saints. I ain't gonna lie. Then I switched over to Huffman. Was raised
Okay.
up with some of my homeboys. Most of my homeboys I played with, they either Division One ball, like Jonathan Allen.
Okay.
Who else? Who else I played with? Rashad Sager. He played at Tuskegee. There's one more Aiden. He played at Wake Forest. Like it's a bunch of dudes I done played, like grew up with, like little league ball, like and stuff like that. So I went to Huffman, and then after that, Fairfield. I took a break from football, and I ain't gonna lie, like I think I got into it with my coach, but I was like, Coach, I ain't gonna lie, like this ain't something I love. I got in trouble at school, like the whole week was surround, I really realized like how much you can like impact your team at a young age, like. So I got in trouble at school, did something dumb as a kid, man, something dumb. My coach like, see, we always got to worry about you, the whole team, whether you gonna play or not. We can't even focus on the game plan they practice, and we lost that week. I think we lost the best of my coach, and I looked at it, I was like. And I was like, man, I don't even want to play that one. So I took like 2, 3 years. I was just sitting back.
And this was middle school?
Nah, yeah, it's middle school. It's middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, literally
So
middle
you went
school.
to Huffman Middle School?
No, I went to
Oh.
Fairfield. I was at Fairfield. Then
Okay.
Coach Hanley, luckily Coach Hanley got me my 8th grade year. Coach Hanley was like, man, you too big just to be hooping. I'm like,
Yeah.
you
We all
right,
had
man.
a hoop during
Yeah, for real. I was like, I thought I was. Nah,
Yeah.
I got humble real quick. I'm still trash, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he got me. He was like, you want to play middle school? So I'm like, all right. I swear Coach Hanley lied to my face, bro. 8th grade year, they got the final. We know the versus Fairfield got the final.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Hanley said, Griff, I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna need you for varsity. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'm finna have the judge on the sideline. Man, he threw me in the game, kickoff return. Man, the first ever like welcome to high school hit, I literally got ran over. It was like one of them, like, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down. Boom! I was like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, man, I gotta get tougher, man. I'll do it. I'll do it all. Like, I gotta get tougher. It's over with. Like, them boys, it was bad, man.
So you had a lot of wake up calls.
But like this one we played Ramsey when they had all them 5 stars and them big boys. I was like, I ain't gonna lie.
Grade, what year? That would have been what 2019, 2018,
2019, 2018, yeah, 2019, 2018 for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Man, that's time. I'm telling you, it was wild. I was like, and then varsity, I played Fairfield until 11th grade. I transferred to PG.
We're gonna get into that. So but just while we're still at the foundation, kind of your football playing journey, when did you notice you had a passion for ball? Like when did you say, okay, I know you need to get tougher. No, you might need to wake up a little bit, but like when you like, man, I want to do this and I want to really like go to the next level with this.
I'll say like, yeah, ninth grade, ninth grade, Coach O.
Mm-hmm.
Ninth grade, Coach O. Literally, I was like that was like really the wake up call. Like, I was like, man, I have to. I was like, bro, like it's so much stuff like the league offers you as like you get older. Like,
was it him? Like, was it the talks that y'all had after the workout?
Yeah, after the workout, he was like, man, you got a chance to be like special. Like everybody have a kid in their neighborhood who could be special, but it's like the mentality they have, like to be able to make it that far in the league.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he telling me a lot of stuff at the end of the game. I ain't understand it. Like, I'm still young. I'm just thinking. I'm like, man, what is he talking about? He just talking to me. But like as I got older and like older, like through high school, I started thinking about it. And then college, it hit a little more different. Like, 'cause like after my injury, I was like, man, like you gotta lock in more. If you don't lock in more, I promise you're gonna be like, you're gonna have to go work a regular life, like for real. Which I don't have a problem with, but like, if I got a chance to go to the league, I'm gonna go to the league. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy that you said that too, because like on my way over here talking with my girl, I know sometimes I just get to rambling about life, right. And so like, but I said, man, it's a mindset thing, like, just especially in with this a bit like this football, bro. Like it's something like how far you go and the level of success you have, bro, or even to get to that level, it's all about your mindset. Because plenty do we like I was like we have to when I interviewed Eric, like we all got the potential to do it, but it's just like who got that drive to say like, I'm gonna make it to where I'm trying to go. And so you threw this in there in conversation too, but you spend 8th through 10th grade with Coach Hanley.
Yeah.
Okay.
11th grade.
Excuse me, 11th grade, 8th through 11th grade with Coach Hanley at Fairfield, right? Talk to, because I love, one thing that I will say is with Kobe being, in and around y'all, right? And just y'all all just like having that, right? I think that was really a special moment, bro. Like, and it still pains me that y'all didn't go farther with that team than what y'all did, but I love the camaraderie. Like I loved how, like it was just, and it was in the middle of COVID too, so it was kind of like it was just something special about
Right.
that. Speak to that.
I ain't gonna lie, like the experience, like me and Kobe, like Kobe was like a great guy I met, man. Like
Mm,
hard work, leadership. Kobe got his moment, but
yeah,
that's just Kobe though. If you get him, you get him. If you don't, you don't, man. And like me with him and teaming up with him that year, like it just built something special. Like we had our ups and downs, but like that's the point where like the team came together. Like I think
yeah,
our coaches like they was big on like trying to like literally make us become a team, like a brotherhood. And like once I think we realized that too late. Realized that too late in the season. Like Fairview game, you can tell like we won together that game as much. It was more
mm,
everybody because we knew we could beat the team, but everybody trying to like shine on their own, what instead of like shine up the team which affected us a lot, like in practice, workouts. Like I feel like with that group, talented guys, ball players, but it felt like it was really like everybody thought they were bigger than the group, and everybody didn't want to play for each other. But like
mm,
towards the end of the year, you can see like it was coming together. Like the team was starting to like get together. It was just that
yeah,
Fairview game. Like we had so much stuff going on that we
yeah.
could, you know what I'm saying, we couldn't complete the task. But from that group, I will say, man, fun, like
Nah, it look
fun.
me being y'all camera guy, bro. Like I just sometimes I enjoy just coming to watch y'all practice. Cause I'm like, man, these dudes. Man, like y'all was deep though, like cause me in high school, bro, my senior year, I went 1-9, and then I didn't play
That'd be
football.
rough.
Didn't play football my junior year, but like my sophomore year, we went 4-6, and then
Okay.
my freshman year, I was playing freshman team only, so like I don't even remember. But just like that year for y'all, bro, like it was just I'm like, man, y'all are deep. Y'all had dudes at every position. You had Eric at quarterback. You got Malachi and Kobe at receiver. You got you and was Shaq playing at the time?
Yeah, Shaq,
Shaq,
Pool, all the
Poole. I just seen bro downtown the other day too.
kid, not kid.
Work at Hampton. He go to UAB now. Um, what's his
Uh,
name? Eric? Nah, not Javar. Even but him too. Dang, what's my boy
you
name?
would be
Tate.
Tate.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
seen Tate.
Tate was
I just
cold.
seen Tate.
Tate was
So
cold too. I ain't gonna need
yeah,
cap. Tate was
Tate.
cold.
And then my other dog played linebacker and tight end. Kid, yeah, kid. So, y'all. But I only bring up them names to say, bro, like y'all was really deep, and
Yeah,
really
most
had a
definitely.
talented roster. And so, um, but just with that, being said, how was having gone from that special moment where you were able to cultivate great relationships with your team at Fairfield? How did it feel, kind of, with us having an understanding of the coaching change at Fairfield? How did that transition? How was the transition for you going to Pleasant Grove?
I ain't gonna lie, it was a hurt decision. I tell everybody this, like I was genuinely like stuck. I was locked in with Fat Fair. You can
Yeah,
ask any of my family. I'm not going nowhere. I'm good where I'm at. I'm chilling. I don't see no point of transferring.
right.
But a family situation happened, which caused me like to have to change my circumstance and like have to leave that school. And I mean, it was sad. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I was genuinely hurt about it. Like I didn't want to leave. I wanted to build my like. I ain't gonna lie. I already thought about like my legacy set here. Like I done did
Mm-hmm.
everything as a freshman and stuff like that. Like I'm known around my school. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm somebody that's in the community everybody look up to.
Yeah.
But to leave them, it was one of those like
So
it was like I ain't gonna lie. It really was like business is really business. Like
yeah,
it is what it is. Like they can
yeah,
people cannot like me for it, but like it's business is business. Like
right.
I can't you
They
can't
gotta do what's
I
best for
got
you.
to do it best for me. So like I'm gonna say though, Fairfield, like that's always gonna have a special place in my heart. Like anytime I'm in the city, I'm always gonna stop by, chop it up with Coach Ford, a couple coaches, things like that. I
Yeah,
ain't never had no problem with them.
yeah.
Great, great school, all that, but like yeah, it's just I just had to
Nah,
leave.
no doubt. I mean, and just speak to some of the things that you were able to accomplish at Pleasant Grove as a result of making a good business decision, or what you felt like was. How were
I'll
you
say
able to be
Pleasant Grove,
successful?
it was more guys like I mean, not saying I ain't one guy looking up to me, but you can see like when I stepped in the building, it's guys like literally watching my every move, like things like it's certain ways you had to carry your stuff. Like if I feel I can most definitely go hide or duck off and hide and ain't nobody ain't nobody gonna see.
Yeah.
But everybody looking for Griff as opposed like everybody looking for Griff like it don't matter what I'm doing, like anything I do on social media, all that, like
Mm-hmm.
it's an image you have to uphold. If you don't uphold that image, people kind of looking at you like
Yeah.
what he got going on. So like I always carry myself like it's always somebody watching. So if you don't move like somebody watching you, you always gonna make some dumb mistakes or dumb decisions. I always think about what you're doing ahead of time, everything. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like be a responsible person and take care of your business. Basically, that's what it basically taught me at PG. Like don't get lackadaisical.
And I would also say that like man at Pleasant Grove, even though I wasn't really as involved in coming to the games and stuff like that, what I did see from afar though, it just seemed like y'all it was kind of like another Fairfield situation. Like y'all had a lot of depth, and it seemed like each year y'all was on the brink of like getting to that, you know what I'm saying, like to that next level. What do you feel like kind of prevented, you know what I'm saying, y'all from winning a state title at that school?
Man, I gotta tell everybody. If we had this guy named Deshaun Love, coldest D line out of ever would have get practice. Like
Uh,
anybody like at practice, like we gotta go at it because that's
yeah,
like literally good on good.
yeah,
If we had Deshaun Love, we could not be beat because Deshaun was like the whole defense.
right.
And then I started getting to the groove of playing both sides, so I'm in shape for that. I'm like, man, okay. After that situation, I ain't gonna disclose his information,
Yeah,
but after that situation happened, it kind of hit us in the spotlight. Now, like man, who gonna be the next guy to step up? And that's what we looking. That's what we were looking for on the team. Like who wanted to step up and fulfill that role. I
yeah,
mean, I tried to, but playing both sides is only so
yeah,
much you
man.
could do, man, for real.
That's no easy task, no
And
doubt.
so with that, it's just if we had Deshaun Love, and I'll say though, without Deshaun, we could have had a chance, but like Deshaun was like one of those guys. He a leader to me. Like so,
Mm-hmm.
like he like right on the side of me. I trust him with everything. Like I don't need like in the game. I should never have to worry about defense side of the
Yeah,
ball because he type of guy who gonna get on everybody.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I ain't never had to like worry about that. But losing him, it made it kind of hard on me. Like trying to make sure
yeah.
both sides of the team square everybody in the right mental space. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Yeah, no
So
doubt. And I can see, I definitely know how that can be a lot, both physically and mentally, having to hold it together, especially in the trenches. And so, too early, too early bounces from the playoffs, or excuse me, your senior year, an early bounce from the playoffs. I know Eric kind of experienced the same thing this
right.
past season. Um, but how take me through? Okay, now we talked about the offers that you had, and now we nearing the end of your high school career. How did we go? Like, talk to me, navigate me through your recruiting trail. What were some things that you liked? What were some things you didn't like? Some schools, maybe.
Only thing I did like, I would say like, so basically I got reported to the state, so which made me have to sit out half of the season until
Right.
like I'm proof eligible to show that I'm able to that I live in a residential area in Pleasant Grove, right? And so with that being said, man, it showed me like a lot of coaches like to text me, they'll be like, man, we looking like for a couple games, like why you ain't play this game? Like I'm not even able like to respond to them and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like that really affected me a lot. Like that affected me like on certain offers I didn't get, like I really wanted it, like
Okay.
like not playing the whole season. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like I can tell you, like when I went to Bama camp and like I had dominated, everybody thought like I was a D lineman still, like, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody really knew that I changed position. And like,
Yeah.
with that being said, that can really affect your recruiting. Like, I would say, like, you have to make that known that you're able to play two sports, like in this recruit scene and everything like that. If you don't,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of wishy washy. You have to let that be known because like certain coaches are recruiting you for certain positions. So if you come to a camp and you be like, I'm going here to play online, but they got you in the database as a D lineman, that can mess your chances up literally. So with that would really mess like at Bama, I would say they expected me to play D line, but like at the moment, like after I having talked to like my uncle and like
Yeah.
other coaches, like O line was the best position for me like to make money at.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, like it's like when changing positions, I will say be smart. It's obvious you can get like if you play like two positions, I will say that, but like at a young age, make your mind up and like decide early like this is the position I'm gonna play for like the rest of my life. And once you do that, all you
Mm-hmm.
gotta do is work at that craft for the rest of your life.
Man, and so on your recruiting trail, we know, you get affected somewhat your senior year. But talk to me like out of all, cause y'all, man,
Oh,
y'all was going and doing, and I used to make me so happy for y'all, and I love to just see young athletes be able to go and experience things and get opportunities me having not been able to. So like, we went to Kentucky one
yeah,
time,
Kentucky.
like all this, but just all the things that you went and did, whether it be UNC or Clemson or Auburn, like talk to me, man. How did that feel at that time?
I ain't gonna lie, as like everybody, like you said, everybody wasn't doing it. So like
Uh
that's
huh.
that like chance to get like go away from, out the state, like that was always awesome to me. Like I
Yeah.
never like I would say I would never miss that chance. Like anytime like Mr. Boy be like, you trying to go somewhere, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, yeah, that's like it's a great experience, man. Like, and if anybody ever had that chance to take that experience, man, it's really like really life changing. But like, yeah, I most definitely loved it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my favorite one always gonna be Kentucky.
Mm.
Kentucky versus Tennessee game. That game
Kentucky, Tennessee.
always
Uh,
competitive.
2022.
Yeah,
Okay.
at home, not in New England.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, great experience. We went up there. We had fun. I remember we was at the game. We literally was like cracking jokes while like the game was like literally like getting intense.
Yeah.
Like it was like man, it was fun.
Cause what the score was? It was like
They lost by
40.
they lost by a touchdown because I
Okay.
remember they got the ball back like with 2 minutes left, couldn't
Okay.
scroll down the field. It was like yeah, it was
Yeah.
over after that. But that was the most fun I had like all my recruiting trip. Like it
Right.
was like all my guys, we had fun. We took pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the coaches are gonna try to treat you right, but like we genuinely had fun with all the coaches and like we was
Yeah.
on like a personal level with like most of the coaches that we knew.
Right. All right.
So yeah,
And that, you talking about my alum, my alumna. But I speak to that because we did have a very great relationship with Kentucky. And so how do you feel like and because even on your 24/7, right? Like we was crystal ball, as we
yeah.
sent to Kentucky. How we end up at South,
Coaching change. I will say like coming in like
Okay.
O line coaches like. I generally say like Coach Jensen and like the other coach he wasn't messing with me like they like
Okay.
coach when the coach have his guys he have his guys so like
That's real.
When Coach Wolf left went to Bama it was like he was like, he already had his mind made up. I'm like, I clearly see him. I won't be like that. I'm not gonna keep trying to interact with no guy, you know what I'm saying, who don't want me on the board. I'm just gonna let him get his guy. So I
Yeah.
just called down for being like coming over there like Kentucky. And with that being said, like it wasn't no problem with that.
Okay.
It led me to a lot of great decisions I had down the road. Like stop
Yeah.
focusing on that school. I can focus on schools, you know what I'm saying, who really like, you know what I'm saying, who really wanted me.
That's right.
And you know, like I will say like understand that like for kids who don't know about the recruiting scene, understand that like y'all have to have confirmation with the coaches and everything. Like don't just think like, oh I had an offer just
And
then,
it's
bro. Like
still
nah, I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. When the new coaching style change in come in, you do not have that same offer. You gotta call them and make sure.
Yeah.
If you don't, if they don't call you or hit you up, 10 times you don't got that offer no more, man. For real, man.
Yeah, that's real. Cause I know Tennessee when Tennessee what was it Pruitt when Pruitt was up there they offered Kobe and then he got fired or whatever and then Heupel came in and then they called and reoffered. So that is
Yeah.
that's a good gem right there. And so we get to South like we at South we decide like okay South is where we headed. But even with the relationship you had right with Troy, you know what I mean. Talk about that like how we end up at South. I know this is a disruption in what you just seen, but last night we were unable to get things done like how we would have liked. So we ran it back today. We're gonna finish the interview. Everything all good. And I actually like this because Griff is actually back at school. So kind of give y'all that feel, man. Sometimes when cats come in town, they're gonna be in town for so long. So, he hot shotted it to Birmingham, hot shotted it back last night. So, got back safely. And so now, we're gonna finish the interview. So last night, man, we ended off when you talking about the Troy, your situation that you have with Troy, and how you kind of like you went to South Alabama, you understood the opportunity that you had in front of you, talking with one of the was it a former teammate or was it a
Yeah,
former
former teammate.
okay a former teammate and he was currently at the school at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you just kind of run through that story again and how that?
Yeah, most definitely. Coming into it like when I went up there on my first visit, I didn't know nobody. Nobody knew me. It didn't give off like I love Coach Summer. I know he's a great coach, but it didn't get off like a vibe that I would fit in, the program that I would fit in. So as I got there, I was like, yeah, I don't see myself going here, but I appreciate everything the program did for me. But
Right,
I just don't see myself being here. And so then
right.
I went to South Alabama, met a couple of players, asked them about their honesty because I already knew one of the players down there named Malachi, and he was
Yeah,
told me everything I needed to know, like my chances, like the O line room and everything like that. And that made me like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I can see myself playing here and things like that and get on the field. And so with that, it was just like, it felt like when I was first on my physical, it felt natural. Like when I got down here, it was cool, calm. They had
right,
no troubles, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I saw, like I memorized. Like it was like the scenery and everything like that. Like it was just stuff
right.
like I was noticing on campus, like how I live around, like how I get by on campus and everything like that, and live around day by day.
Yeah, and I actually think, just kind of thinking about it right now, that's crazy because that situation worked out for the better with you being that Coach Summerall left and went to Tulane. You know what I
Right.
mean? So the fact that that happened, that's God. But just as you made your way to South this past fall, how was that transition like for you as a high school player, like going into college?
I said the classroom, like it was no joke. Like I thought, like coming to high school, it was gonna be like high school work easy, I didn't have to worry about it too much. No, it will stack up on top of you and like get the best of you. You know, stay on top of it. And I was like, I took online classes, so I would say like anybody taking online classes, like choose wisely because there's certain classes where they'll put all the work in there in the head, and you be like, I can do it. Like I can do it at a certain time. No, it's gonna get backed up and backed up. You got to stay on top of those type things. But that
Yeah.
really, what I'm saying, that played a huge part of me like growing and maturing over the summer and learning my school and everything like that.
Now, speak to that, right? When you first got there, right? How was them summer workouts? Like, what was
I'm
that like?
like I tell everybody, I'm a kid, but everyone is hard for me. But like the trainers I had, they already pushed me like to let me know like this ain't gonna be like no joke. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I said, I done trained with Coach O, so I already knew. Like I honestly, after I trained with Coach O that first time, I was like I never go through nothing harder than that ever again. And like
Yeah,
and since then, I have never went through nothing harder than that again.
for
Like
real.
it's just like it was like certain stuff like Coach Hannah did for me. Like I'll say that he did for me a lot. Like he got me ready like the mentality to be a dog and like learn like that you gotta like push through stuff that even though if you don't want to do it like you got to and stuff like that. He created habits to make me a better player. No.
So, and with that being said, bro, like we kind of hit on it last night, but with Coach O, them 30-minute warm ups.
Man, I swear I was just thinking about like man who is warming up this long but like
Yeah,
everything he did made sense man like after your warm up you gonna be able your body's gonna be able to complete his workout like literally that's what it's meant
yeah,
for that's why the warm up is so long so your body everything your body can activate and like not knowing that as a youngin and knowing it now like how much warming up and like going like the treatment after
yeah,
practice and before practice like that plays a big part of like how you like perform on the field man for real.
yeah, no doubt. So, just what was one of the hardest days over this past summer, right? What was like one of the hell days where you like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Like, of course you're gonna do it, but you like, dog, oof,
Oh yeah. Alright. So we had gridiron, so like it's a cone station, like, and we
okay,
just right to the cone. So like they got a first cone, the start cone. Then they got like four more cones down, and they got the last cone. They got to finish that
okay,
cone. So the gridiron, you run to the cone, like the cone, it's gonna be like four cones like on each line. And like you run to the cone, they gonna give you a way to shuffle. They gonna tell you which way to go. They gonna tell you to shuffle left, shuffle right. You gotta shuffle, then you gotta sprint out and get back to the cone. But then you gotta sit up. Don't let your foot cross that line though. Don't
yeah,
let
yeah.
your foot cross that line.
Oh,
It's gonna
okay,
be
yeah, yeah,
bad ball. So one day we in there. I'm like, all right, this is my first time doing it. I'm like, man, everything else has been pretty smooth. From I don't think I ain't gonna have
yeah,
no problems.
yeah,
No, 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 no. So I'm going with the first group, not knowing what to do. I'm like, man, I'm finna work these dudes.
yeah,
But I get up there with the first group. I hear the whistle go, bird. I'm like, all right, one. I'm like, all right, he said, bird. All right, two, bird.
yeah,
you ready? You like
yeah.
you just breathe. I'm telling you. So then I'm thinking we only had like one set of these. No,
Okay,
that was just one round. So
yeah,
we did 3 rounds in each set. So like we'll do like one set, take a break, breathe. So that's 3 rounds. Second set, and we'll do like four quarters of those. Okay? And like me first not knowing what it was, I was like, but then I got used to it. I was like, okay, you just making you can explode, so make sure you can explode. But like at first, it really
yeah.
got the best of me. Besides that, that's it for real.
Yeah. And so, just in terms of the weight program, right, and getting in them weights too, like, have you seen your numbers just skyrocket since you've been in college?
Indeed, like I will say, like all like if you think like you gonna be weak in college, I promise you, like
Yeah.
the way they condition your body to work out every day, like you're either gonna like you gonna do it or you gonna do it. It's no other
Yeah.
option. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm telling like so like my first workout, I'm thinking I'm like man, this stuff pretty easy. Like this stuff like Kevin Brown like did in
Yeah.
experiment there. So I'm like, oh, this pretty. You know what I'm saying? But like it's same stuff. But like colleges, they're so big on isometrics and stuff like that that it's just like on squat days, like I say leg days, the hardest days. But like squat days, like we doing what it is, I think like both like one leg rear foot elevated leg squats. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So we doing them. Man, we putting weight on the bar though. You ain't just doing no girling when you in there.
My
You
God.
going down, you touching like you. It's like you gotta have that mentality to be a
Right.
dog. And I'll say our program kind of different. So we running first, and then we going in the weight room.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you ain't drunk enough water, you ain't get enough sleep, it's gonna show when you get in that weight room because
And
your
that's
body ain't gonna be able to keep up. It ain't got
right.
enough. You feel me?
Yeah, no, facts. And that's kind of like if you think about it, that's kind of like the pace of a football game. So you starting out, you know what I'm saying? You got the win. We're gonna knock the condition out. But when that third, fourth quarter come, now it's like who finna grit up, who finna
Right.
dog up and win the game.
That's what it really is though. Like all straight. Like ain't gonna lie. Like when that condition, like third, fourth quarter, you're not even thinking about condition no more. You think about winning. So it's about you destroying your man physically, and
Yeah,
forgetting about
yeah,
all that other stuff. Like it's just about that. Like in the moment right there. So I
yeah.
really, yeah.
And so, having a great foundation in the weight room, because I actually had a cousin. One of my cousins, he walked on at South, and so I just remember him telling me how it was. And of course, it's been like new coaches and stuff since, but just I remember him letting me know when I was in like JUCO ball. He like, bro, we having hell days like where it's like
Oh,
you running 60 hills, 60 squats, like just the craziest of stuff, man.
bro, honestly, they calm down. Like when I got here, like all the older dudes, so like I know Nick down here. So
Yeah.
everybody used to tell me
Yeah.
about Nick being a dog.
Yeah.
So they were like, we had this L week 1 week, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He like, man, he was like, it was just mentally trying to break you. So like they did 1,000 squats, 1,000 deadlifts, bear crawled the whole field, and then like it wasn't like over until like they made sure you did all your
Mm-hmm.
numbers. So
Mm-hmm.
like they told me about stuff like that. They're like they calm down more. You know what I'm saying? They're more product than like just trying to kill their play. They want more
Yeah.
product. Like they're like, there's no point of doing it no more. And
And
so like,
oh yeah, go ahead. I'm
oh
sorry.
you got it. You can feel that. You got it.
I was saying like, and that's crazy too, right? And just with where how football is evolutionizing, right? And revolving, it's like, or evolving, excuse me. It's like you gonna scare players away if they catch them recruits. If they catch wind to that, that hey man,
But
what's your thoughts on that?
I feel like as like if your coach ever lets you like believe that you think college workouts gonna be easy, like you get up there, you think it's gonna be like you mistaken in the wrong sport. That's
Yeah.
how I feel. Like you should know like anything you sign yourself up to is gonna be hard. Football is not. It's gonna never be easy unless you just Deion Sanders.
Right.
They the greats work for all that. They work early in their career. Like you know what I'm saying. So like it's just you gotta have that mentality when you come to college to lock in everything you do. Like that's the big part. Just lock in everything you do.
Now, how much of that do you feel like? How much of the weight room and that? Because I got an opinion on it, right? But I just want to hear yours. How much of the weight room and stuff out off the field dictates how much opportunity a player gets on the field? Cause me personally, I done seen some big name dudes that's kind of like lazy, just kind of
I
but
can't
they
speak
still get
on
the opportunity though.
I can't speak on the situation, but
Yeah,
that's between the teams. But
for
yeah,
sure.
I done most definitely been like,
Okay.
oh man, what's going on? Like I gotta do this. He ain't doing this. Like what's going on? Do something. I'm like, oh, don't do me like this, coach. But he like, but like as an older guy, he been with him. Like I understand it different now. Like as a coach, I've been with this player. Been with me for years. I know
Yeah,
how he operate. I know what he can do
facts,
already.
facts,
I'm a young guy. I gotta
facts.
prove all that. He already
Yeah,
know about all that. I gotta prove everything that I gotta, what I'm saying, get. So
that's
like
real.
I understood, like, yeah, I'm not them guys. I'm not them guys. And even when I become them guys, I still want to outwork them guys. That's the difference between league in college. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man, Griff, I love to hear it, man. You got it. Hey, I love to hear it because that's real preference and having that rapport with your coach is like, yeah, I can't. I might, like you said, I might go over the line. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna really say nothing to me because I done proved myself at this school. So, man, that's real. But just we get closer to fall in the season. And so, like, how does that feel, man? Just being like, okay, man, you on campus, right? Maybe seeing some girls, maybe you
okay.
experiencing the classes. Like, how is that life as a college athlete?
Like I'll say, like college, like being a college. Oh my God, being a college athlete, it has its ups and it has its downs, right?
Right.
So like, I will say, like, if certain things you cannot do, like, you have to hold yourself a certain way in public. Like, you cannot be like, let's say you can't be like a regular, like you can't be a regular student. You can't party like how they party. If you go to a party, you have to be calm. Like you have to present yourself in a way like nobody else. Like you not doing like you know what I'm saying. Like everybody else, everything they doing, that's not for you. Like that's really not for you. You should be like a stand up guy or something. And
Yeah.
that's why I say a big difference. Like you have to hold a certain image. If you don't hold that image, and people look at you a certain way as an athlete. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like I will say that classroom plays a big part. I feel like as an athlete, you have to communicate with your teachers a lot, and like that's what really like makes them happy. Like being able to communicate with like their student athlete. Like you know what I'm saying. Teachers love student. Well, some teachers do. But
Real.
like you know what I'm saying, like if they love student athletes, if you communicate with them and tell you like them what you like struggling with, what you need help with, I promise you they'll help you. It's
Yeah.
just like and they'll send you to the resources. Like, and I would say like being a freshman, like coming in my fall and summer semester, like not using my resources hurt me a lot. And I had looked at it, I was like, I'm like they got me all this, and like I don't use it. What's the point? Like you know what I'm saying? It's right there for me, literally.
Man, like and just me having been in it, bro, I'm like, bro, it's no way as a student athlete you can be unsuccessful, bro. Like at anything, you know what I mean? Like the classroom on the field, like all the resources is there at your fingertips. So if you don't win, if you're not successful, it's because you didn't want
It's their fault, for
it.
real.
And so you mentioned a great point. When you out and about on campus, do you get a lot of stares, a lot of looks like,
Yeah, yeah, that's something like I ain't gonna lie, but the way I am, I'm like I'm to myself sometimes. So like I don't want to be bothered sometimes. So I just throw my hood on, like you know what I'm saying.
okay,
Even like, but like I usually run with a big group of crowd, but like because of that, I had to put my hood. Like I don't like to be seen in public notice. So like the way
yeah,
I am, like I learned, I had all my fun. All my fun was summer and fall. This is right after this. Like I had my freshman experience already. This is straight business now. Like this is over with. Like it's straight
yeah,
business. I don't see it like. I don't see it as no funny game. Though. It's just a way like to feed my family and everything like that. So I look at it way different now.
man, that's real. And would you say that going into this spring semester, you've grown as a ball player, as an athlete, as a student?
Tough to say. I mean, I will say I grown as a ball player, learning the game more. I did get hurt, unfortunately during the middle of the season. Like you know what I'm saying. So like with that being said, I did learn more ball and like learn how to like learn like specific steps coach wanted to teach. Like just watching practice, like seeing guys like play. Like I can like okay, coach want this step instead of him taking like his own step and still making the ball. No, he wanted this way. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing it from a coach's way and seeing it from a player's way. From a coach's way, like for blocking, let's say for instance blocking. The scheme is we run the inside zone step, inside zone right. Left tackle got to get there to help the double with that 3 out. You trying to open up, which is penetrating more. If you step straight to him and knock that hip off, now we got more gap space. Now running back and cut back and make that lane. It's just
Okay,
like it's like learning stuff like that and like just saying like that will help me like eye opening like experience like being hurt like watching ball and watching practice and like seeing like all the fundamentals and stuff. Because if you
right.
can pay attention and learn that stuff like while you hurt, when you come back, it's gonna be easy to you. You just gotta learn the muscle memory.
Yeah, man, facts, man. You get back and you full speed. It's like, dog, oh yeah, well, it's time to eat now.
For real, man, for
Yeah.
real.
So, man, what are some goals, like personal goals you might have coming into the spring? Something that you could share with us.
Going to the spring, be more of a positive. Like I said, I'm quiet. And, like I stay to myself, but like be more of a positive person in public. Like speak to everybody, like try to like introduce myself to everybody, like just build connections. Stop trying to like be in my like I understand like being yourself in school, all right, but like you have to open up and get people to know you and say and see be like that's a positive guy right there. He cares about people in the community, so like that plays a big part of who you are on the football field and off the football field.
Man, yeah, that is real. That is real, man. You are like we said with Unc said like you, hey man, you always you just keep applying it, man. You're gonna be successful, dog. Like I know it. So with that being said, what's some advice you would give a young athlete, an aspiring athlete to be like, man? Maybe it's a kid somewhere in Mobile, but it's like I want to go to the University of South Alabama, man.
Man,
What advice you got for them?
I'll say, man, this is not easy. Like, if you really want to go, like, you should already like have a talk with your parents, have like communicate with them. Like that's where it started. Like, communicate with your parents, like telling them that I want to become a D1 baller. Because if you tell it, even if you don't have parents, you got like a guardian or father figure, anything in your life. Tell that person, because guess what? If you tell that person, they understand now that you want to be more like you want to be more invested into that craft. So now you're gonna spend more time with football instead of doing regular things. Now your parents like not understand that this is his profession, so we're gonna support him as much as we can now. Like understand that relationship with them and understanding that, I promise you, the workouts it's gonna be brutal, of course, but that's gonna better you as a player and mentally. You know what I'm saying? And I say starting off young, change your friend group. Don't hang around guys you know control. People say that your friend group don't control that. That's cap. That's not true. Your friend group determine who you are as a person. Guess what? 9 out of 10 times, the people that you hang around are just like you, literally just like you. So you gotta realize that like that certain people that you hang with are not good influences for you. You gotta get away from those. And sometimes it's okay to stay to yourself, but still be a positive person like out in public. That's what I will say.
Hey man, you hit the nail on the head, dog. That is everything that you said, man. If these young kids they take that, they let that marinate, they'll for sure be successful student athletes. Just like I know you're gonna be, man. We praying for you. We know that you're gonna. Where are you at right now with your rehab?
Right now, I'm 10 weeks out right now. I come back summertime. So fall
Oh,
camp, well, actually summer workouts. But summer workouts, I should be back good to go. I talked to my coaches. They already know what's going on. They was like, man, we'd rather have you back for the summertime. Then we'll
okay.
have you back for the spring. We're not really worried
Yeah.
about that. So I was like,
Hey
yes, sir.
man. Hey, slow and steady, just like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He got he in the same program. So,
Yes, sir.
um, just keep working, bro. Just keep grinding. You know what I mean? We
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
supporting you here. We appreciate you for coming on the show, bro, and just sharing your experience and your perspective, man. You've been a great guest, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All
And
right.
just like that, guys. Hey, we got a little merch, man. So
Okay, go. Y'all know what it is,
hey,
man. Cop
hey,
the brand. Hey,
it just this is a little sample.
I
So
like that though. I like that. Hey, I
it's
need
a,
one. I need one. When I come
all
back home, I
right.
gotta get one.
For sure, for
Come
sure. You can
on.
get back to
Come on.
Birmingham. We can make that happen.
I
And
got
anybody
you.
else out there watching, if y'all want some merch, man, hey, just let me know. We might really get that going. But like, comment, subscribe, share this video, man. Hey, we're gonna continue to get great guests on this show, like Griff here. Hey, and like I said, bro, just continue to work, man. Keep doing it, right? You're killing it, man. We love you here.
Yes, sir. Love
All
you
right,
too.
all
Appreciate
right,
you.
just like that. Yeah.